So by chapter 3, Job has lost everything he owns. All of his children have gone to be with the Lord. His infrastructure has burnt to the ground, and now he's covered in sores and wounds from his head to his toes, and he's ripped his clothes off, and he's covered himself with ashes, and he's lamenting, and he sat quietly with his friends for 7 days. They just sit there in silence. Nobody says anything for like 7 days, because I mean, honestly, if you walked up and your friend had just lost everything they owned and they were like horribly grieving and sitting silently, you would just kind of sit there and be with them in it for a little while. Wait for them to speak first, you know? And then like when Job finally does speak, he doesn't curse the Lord. He curses the day he was born and the night he was conceived. Not only does he curse the day he was born and the night he was conceived, he says to completely remove that day from existence. In chapter 3, verse 6, he says, "As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months." So like, Job was born on February 30th, essentially. He like continues for the entire chapter about how it would have been much better for him to give up the ghost in the womb. And when Job stopped his lament, Eliphaz, his friend, was the first one to say anything. Eliphaz chapter 4 verse 2 says, "If we should undertake to talk with you, will you be grieved? But who can withhold himself from speaking?" He's like, will you be mad at me if I talk to you? Like, I know how you like to tussle, but like, who cannot say something to you right now? Then Eliphaz goes on to tell Job about how his voice used to give strength to weak hands. How he's instructed many people. But now when his knees are weak and his heart is faint, his words are touched with tragedy and sadness. He's like, this is not how you speak. This is not your confidence, your hope.